Beauty and ugliness are very complex concepts because they touch on many other categories. It's about social and economic norms. It's about behavior. It's about expectations. It's about race. And of course, it's always about gender. One of the things I come across over and over in my research is that women are defined in terms of their beauty, but beauty is not applicable to men in the same way. Although I have a feeling that in contemporary 21st century, all of this is shifting, but in early modern times, male and female beauty were very different. And they were mainly about behaviors. Silence was beautiful, for instance, for a woman. For men, not so. Male beauty resided in their body having some use, typically fitted for war. The concepts of beauty and ugliness are always being tested because the Portuguese are always comparing themselves to the other. So it was always, how do we measure up against the Europeans? How do we measure up against the Spaniards? And they'd have a long rivalry with the Spanish. How do we measure up against the Moors that were so close in the north of Africa? And then they're always comparing themselves to the new people that they encounter in the New World, which they say over and over again in the letters of discovery that they are the most beautiful creatures they've ever seen. But at the same time, they also say that it's a world with much monstrosity. And they claim that they are eyewitnesses to monsters not yet seen before. For the Portuguese, what was most interesting is that they encountered people in Brazil that knew nothing about European lifestyle and European behaviors and norms. They were naked, and they had no shame, yet the Portuguese found them fascinating. Some of these folks were rather monstrous. So beauty can also be monstrous, and ugliness can also be beautiful, because there's other concepts that get into this mix of goodness, evil, desirability. So these are all issues that are constantly shifting and constantly being reshaped and redefined.